December arrives with a strange kind of silence, Gemini, the kind that makes you pause without knowing why. It's as if the month takes you gently by the shoulders, turns you toward a direction you hadn't noticed, and whispers, "Pay attention." Something in the air feels charged, almost expectant, as though the universe has moved one step closer to revealing a truth you've been circling for months. And even if you don't know what it is yet, you can feel it. A quiet pulse. A shift beneath the surface. This mysterious tone marks the opening of your month, not loud, not dramatic, but unmistakably significant. December doesn't rush toward you. It invites you inward. The pace of your thoughts changes first. The usual quicksilver flicker of ideas softens, concentrating into something calmer, deeper, almost meditative. Your mind doesn't scatter, it gathers. And with that gathering comes the first wave of clarity, the sense that you're finally beginning to understand what your intuition has been trying to tell you all along. There's a dreamy, almost cinematic flow to your days in the beginning of December. The world around you looks the same, yet somehow feels different, as if the edges of your life have blurred into something gentler. You're more aware of small details, the way someone speaks to you, the softness of certain emotions, the sudden warmth behind familiar routines. This sensitivity isn't a distraction, it's guidance. It opens your perception to the emotional currents you usually move past too quickly to notice. Emotionally, December feels like you're standing between two realities, the one you've outgrown, and the one just beginning to shimmer into view. You sense possibilities forming, but they don't pressure you. Instead, they feel like invitations. This month teaches you that movement doesn't always require force, sometimes it begins with stillness. In relationships, the energy shifts in a comforting direction. The misunderstandings or hesitations from earlier months begin dissolving. You find yourself speaking more honestly than usual, not because you're pushing for answers, but because you finally feel safe enough to express what truly matters. People around you respond to this openness with an unspoken respect. Some step closer. Some reveal more than you expected. And in these exchanges, you feel something rare for your sign, emotional steadiness. A sense that the ground beneath you has stopped shifting. Work and ambitions also begin to reorganize themselves quietly. You may notice opportunities taking shape in places you weren't paying attention to before. A conversation leads to a new idea. A delayed project starts to move again. A doorway you thought had closed reveals a promising crack of light. December's influence is subtle but powerful. It doesn't bring sudden breakthroughs, but gentle alignments that prove far more meaningful. This early part of the month asks one thing of you above all: presence. The more you slow down your inner noise, the more clearly you'll feel the direction forming beneath your feet. December's magic isn't about prediction, it's about recognition. And already, you're beginning to recognize what resonates with your future, and what belongs to your past. As December unfolds, the atmosphere around you deepens into something almost luminous. Your inner world becomes clearer, as though the fog that lingered through the past months is finally thinning. You begin to see the emotional patterns you've been repeating, not with judgment, but with understanding. And that understanding becomes the foundation of your power this month. Your emotions grow steadier. Not dull, simply more focused. You're no longer pulled in different directions by conflicting desires or the noise of other people's expectations. Instead, you feel a gentle pull toward what feels authentic, nourishing, and sustainable. This shift influences every part of your life, but relationships feel it first. You speak more gently, but with more truth. You don't rush into assumptions, you listen, and others notice. You may be surprised by how quickly people open up when you create this soft, grounded space around yourself. It's one of December's gifts to you: emotional resonance. For those in relationships, a subtle turning point appears mid-month. The energy becomes warmer, more collaborative. You and someone close move from trying to understand into truly understanding. The tension eases. You feel on the same page. And this alignment restores a sense of calm you've been missing. For single Geminis, December brings a magnetic glow, not loud or dramatic, but deeply attractive. Someone may be drawn to the quiet strength you're radiating now. If someone new enters your life, pay attention to how you feel in their presence. December's connections tend to be emotionally significant. Professionally, you step into a phase of sharper intuition. Ideas arrive at the right moment. You sense timing more accurately. You may catch yourself anticipating how situations will unfold long before others do. This isn't luck, it's clarity. The kind that emerges when your inner world is no longer cluttered. At work, you begin acting with calm confidence. You see which responsibilities matter and which drain your energy. You may reorganize your schedule, streamline a project, or initiate a conversation that changes the dynamic for the better. Small shifts bring big progress. Yet December isn't without challenges. Your mind, though calmer, may occasionally drift into old worries, especially when new opportunities begin to form. You might question whether you're ready, whether you're choosing correctly, whether you're moving too slowly or too quickly. When this happens, pause. December encourages alignment, not overthinking. Every meaningful shift this month comes from intuition, not pressure. Energy-wise, you'll move in waves, moments of strong clarity followed by a need for rest. Honor both. This rhythm isn't inconsistency, it's your mind recalibrating. Giving yourself permission to move gently will help you accomplish far more than forcing yourself through rigid routines. Financially, you settle into a more thoughtful, intentional pattern. You're not impulsive, you're strategic. You sense where to invest your time, attention, or resources, and where to step back. This subtle discipline strengthens your long-term stability more than you may realize. As the days progress, a quiet anticipation builds. Something in your life feels like it's approaching a threshold, not a crisis, but an unveiling. You may feel a tingling awareness, a soft inner pull telling you, something important is coming. And it is. December is guiding you toward a moment that shifts your direction in a meaningful, lasting way. As December moves into its final stretch, the energy around you sharpens into something unmistakably purposeful. The quiet anticipation you've been sensing begins to gather weight, like the moment before a curtain rises. And then, gently, without drama, a turning point arrives. Around December 21st, a moment of clarity breaks through. It might come through a conversation, a decision, a sudden realization, or even something subtle that shifts the entire rhythm of your month. Whatever form it takes, it brings a sense of inner alignment that feels almost physical, as if something inside you clicks back into place. You see the truth of a situation, or the true direction of a path you've been unsure about. It doesn't overwhelm you, it steadies you. This is December's quiet revelation. After this moment, your energy changes. You feel lighter but more grounded, calm but determined. The doubts that lingered in the background fade, and in their place rises a sense of readiness, a soft, confident forward motion. It's not about rushing into action, it's about knowing where your next step naturally belongs. Relationships respond to this shift in your energy. If there have been unresolved tensions, they soften. Someone may open up in a way you didn't expect, or you may finally understand a dynamic that confused you for months. Where there was distance, warmth grows. Where there was hesitation, honesty flows. December helps you speak from the heart without emotional weight, and people receive your words with surprising openness. This creates small but powerful moments of connection, the kind that strengthen bonds quietly and tenderly. In work and personal ambition, late December becomes a moment of recalibration. You see the bigger picture more clearly. You understand what deserves your effort and what only drains you. You notice where your creativity wants to go, where your intuition is pointing, and what steps feel aligned with the person you're becoming. These insights set the tone for the beginning of 2026, not through pressure but through vision. December invites you to shape the upcoming year with intention rather than obligation. There's also a sense of emotional maturity rising within you. You're no longer reacting to life from urgency or confusion. You're responding from clarity. You're choosing with self-respect. You're showing up for yourself in a way that feels new, calmer, kinder, and more consistent. This is one of the deepest transformations of your month. As the year nears its end, a quiet warmth surrounds you. Not excitement, not intensity, but peace. You understand your own heart better. You trust your own rhythm more. You know what deserves to come with you into the new year, and what you're ready to leave behind without regret. This softness is your strength. It gives you the ability to make decisions without fear, to move forward without rushing, and to greet the future with an open, grounded presence. And so, Gemini, December closes not with noise, but with clarity. It feels like stepping out of a long corridor and into a room filled with gentle light. You've shed something. You've gained something. You've aligned with yourself in a way that will shape everything that follows. If this reading resonated with you, I'd love for you to share your thoughts in the comments. Your reflections help shape future forecasts on this channel. And if you'd like more monthly guidance and cinematic atmospheric readings, make sure to subscribe. There is so much ahead, and I'd be honored to walk through it with you. Take a breath. Step forward softly. December has prepared you, and you're ready for what comes next.